Hello everyone, my name is Denise Povernick and I am the co-founder of Inner Strength U, and I am here today to help you on your journey of understanding and changing your mindset. So Anna asked me to stop by today and give a little discussion and encourage you to ask questions about mindset. So I'm going to do my formal introduction first. My name is Denise Povernick and I am the co-founder of Inner Strength U, but I am also the CEO Secret Weapon. And what that means is that I help people access the hidden gems hidden deep within their subconscious minds that other mindset coaches, trainers, nutritionists, and Reiki masters don't even know exist. And because of that, I get you tangible results in the first week of working with me. I'm the last resort in the new beginning. I unstick the stuck, I blow the minds of the logical, and expand the infinite imaginations of today's decision makers while transforming their lives, mind, body, and spirit prior to working with me in a way they never thought possible. So we're going to talk about mindset today. Hey Aaliyah, how are you? Hey Kara, how are you? Thank you for joining me here today. And so I'm going to be watching the messages as they're coming in. So you're going to see my head turn from side to side a little bit. But what I would really like to get is some feedback from you as we go along on how I can help you with your mindset. Because most of the time, there's two different minds that are operating. The conscious mind, which is the part of you that has about a 15 to 30 second attention span. And it's really just meant to be the labeler. If we're looking at a business, it would be the inventory taker, counting how many pieces of paper you have and how many pens you have. And it can add things up that are tangible and then make a conclusion from that tangible action that it's doing. Again, 15 to 30 second attention span, and that's it. It is small picture right here, right now. Your conscious mind, your subconscious mind is like the CEO of a business. It doesn't just think about right now. It has that grand, bigger vision of the past, where you were, the present, where you are now, and where you would like to go in the future. And the subconscious mind is not bound by time or space. And if you think about when you go into your dreams at night and you have a dream and where anything and all things are possible, one minute you're flying through the air, next minute you're 5 years old on a picnic, next minute you're back in high school it looks like your school, but it's not your school. And the thing that's really cool about the subconscious mind is there are no rules, there's no limitations, anything and everything is possible. So that's why it seems like sometimes your dreams are just this wild and crazy adventure. So what I like to do is I help people take what they need to where they are, really define where they're at, where they want to be, and then start getting there in ways that are different than just the logical steps, because the logical mind's very linear of 1, 2, 3, 4. The subconscious can play a lot, bringing in the conscious mind as a point of focus, but there are no limitations. So when I look at some of the things that Anna mentioned that you've talked about before, such as imposter syndrome or charging higher prices, we're going to address that a little bit, and I'm going to show you the difference between how the conscious mind thinks and the subconscious mind thinks. And they speak two different languages, because the conscious mind uses words, and the subconscious mind uses feel within the body, how it feels, how it resonates, but it also works in symbology and repetition. So let's think about this. Here you are in your business, and you put a lot of heart and soul in what you're doing. You create a program, you create a service, you create a product, and what you want to do is figure out what worth is that? How much can you charge based on what it is that you're providing? So, it's very tangible if you're selling t-shirts and shoes, because that's something where, you have this wide market of variety of if it's a sneaker, if it's a high heel, and then you can decide what to charge. But when you're offering a service in your business, such as a transformation of, someone wants to lose weight, or that someone is stuck in their career and they either want to leave their career or get promoted in their career or start a business. These are more intangible, and I see this over and over with entrepreneurs. It's hard for them to nail down what exactly to charge for this. So what do? You go back into what you've been taught in this conscious mind logical model that says, okay, well, if it's in this wheelhouse, so if you're a lawyer, this is what you can charge per hour. If you're a doctor, this is what you can charge per hour. If you're a personal trainer, this is what you can charge per hour. And you try to fit yourself into these molds of what's been taught to you. But really what you're doing, and especially if you're expanding into the online world, this is a whole brand new landscape that really the sky's the limit, because the whole idea is not for you to be duplicating what's already out there and become another coach or business consultant or strategist, because there's tons of them out there. The whole idea for you right now is for you to be offering to the world and make yourself peerless, that you are the only one who does it the way that you do. And it's not so much the actual action steps that you're doing, it's the service and the outcome that you're leading people to that they can't get on their own. So in order to be an imposter, number one, there has to be the ultimate version of what it is that you're offering, right? So if, we can say, if we look at professional basketball, we know what professional basketball players look like, how they play, at what level that they're playing at. And of course, the people outside are mowing the lawn right now. But so we have an idea of what that looks like. So then we can say, well, here's an amateur, here's a semi-pro, here's a professional. But when you are defining your role and you're going to make it because you're going to find in your industry something that nobody else is doing, or they're not saying it the way you say it, or they're not teaching it the way you teach it, or they're not offering it the way that you offer it, everything begins to change. Because then there's no one to compare you to. And if there's no one to compare you to and you're the original, how could you possibly be an imposter? Because when you realize the way that things and how you've been conditioned and what you've been taught growing up, you go to school, you get good grades, you get a degree, you go and you work for someone, or you start a business, those ways of doing things are out the window. They are no longer going to exist probably 10 years from now. This is a wonderful time and a wonderful opportunity for you to really begin to say to yourself, who am I and what am I offering? And how am I offering it differently than anyone else is offering it? And it's not about how many hours or what you can provide that it should equal a certain fee. It's about really asking yourself, what is working with you providing the individual that they cannot get there on their own? So for example, people are very intelligent, you are very intelligent, but logic in the conscious mind, and it's the realm of logic, can only take you so far. And my definition of when someone is stuck is you've taken yourself as far as you can logically. So then you have to take that step back and really go into what is going to be offered. So when a person is coming to you or agrees to work with you, they either don't know how to do it at all, or if they do know how to do some of it, they've only taken themselves as far as they can go, and they've been there for a while and they can't go any further. So when you start to come in and provide the service or the product that can get them to that next level, it's not about how many hours does it take to get there. It's about what value does that outcome mean to them, and why is it so important that they get there, that they couldn't do it on their own. So I'll give you a more finite example. I offer nutrition plans. I have a product called No Brainer Nutrition, and I am a personal trainer, a nutritionist. I am a bodybuilder. I help people, whether they just want to lose 10 pounds of fat, lose 50 pounds of fat, or get onto the bodybuilding stage. We have a wide variety of clients that we service. And it's not so much that I'm offering a nutrition plan, and I do offer it, and it's personalized, And no two people have the same plan, because no two people have the same body, nor do they have the same goals, or do they have the same starting point of where they're at. And no two people need the same amount of accountability from me. So the programs are highly personalized, and how I package it, the pretty packaging on the outside, is calling it a nutrition plan. So that when my clients come, they are going to expect me to write down what to eat, how much to eat, when to eat it, and so forth. And then I keep them accountable. But that's just the pretty packaging. They are getting so much more than a nutrition plan, because number one, either they don't know how to do it on their own. Two, they've tried other things and it didn't work, or it half worked for them, and then they went back and they cycled back around, gained the weight, and now they're heavier than they were before. And so when I'm putting all of this together, what I'm really offering is the essence of, this is the last plan that you're ever going to have to purchase or be on, because not only are you going to get a plan, but then I'm going to teach you everything I know through my experience, so that 5 years from now, if you put on 10 pounds, you can go right back to this, because you know it works, because you're going to have the experience of it, because you're going to have the outline of it, and you'll be able to do it again if need be. But if I have my way, you're not going to need to do all of that. So really, what I'm selling to someone isn't just the what to eat, when to eat, how much to eat. It's really, I'm getting in their head and I'm changing how they view their food, how they see nourishment, what they think about exercise, how to bring that all together. Really, the essence of what I'm offering is a life-transforming, life-saving program. So if I were to put a price on that, how valuable is having your health? And that's what I begin to look at. I can get you to a place that you can't get to on your own. And how much value does that bring to you? That you've tried other people, you know it doesn't work, and now here you are sitting right in front of you, this amazing thing. How could I ever think of myself as an imposter? So you have your magic, whether you realize it or not, within you, that you've had your experience, that you've experienced other people's way of doing it, and you said, you know what, this part's good, but I need to add this of my magic here. And since you're the only person in this whole world offering the magic that you're offering, right, bringing your expertise, because no one ever decided to start a business with no expertise whatsoever in the field that they're going into. Not only the expertise through the mind, but the expertise through your passion, the essence of you. So really, when I'm offering a program, whether it's a nutrition plan or a mindset program, they're getting the essence of me. And I've had some of my clients joke with me and say, I wish I could have you in my pocket at all times. So my job is to really bring to them as much of my essence, my energy in my packages, without actually having to follow them around and smack food out of their hands or tell them not to think a certain way. And this is the fun part about being an entrepreneur, and you're sitting on this right now. That it's, for me, the way I look at every single person that I'm talking to, whether I'm meeting you for the first time or we've engaged multiple times, everybody is my client. They just may not realize it yet. And until they truly give me a right of refusal that says no, then I'm going to engage with you like I'm already working with you, that you'll see the value of service that I'm offering right off the bat, of how I'm passionate about what I'm doing, so that when the time comes for me to say, would you like to work with me? It doesn't feel like I'm selling you anything. And this is the difference between a mindset of a job that you do or a business that you work at versus learning who you are and your essence of what you offer. So if this isn't something that I do, this is something who I am. And when you begin to have that change in that mindset, it's not something that you turn on and off and on and off and on and off. So then your clients don't either. And you're the first one that they think of when something comes up and they know that you offer it. And I've had that happen over and over and over again. So I hope that you're getting great value here in when you start to treat people like they're already your clients, even though they may not have signed on the dotted line and no money has exchanged hands. When you understand in my mind that my energy is also my currency, and I'm making an investment in them and spending the time and being more than surface level so that I never have to sell a package ever. And because in our conversations, my passion and experience and understanding not only of what I'm offering, but who they are and where they're at is very, very apparent. So I would love for you, whether you're here now or you're watching on the replay, to put your questions in, and if I don't get a chance to see them before we're done here today, I will come back and answer them for you. Of understanding when you know who you are and you know what you're offering, and you know that the thing that you're offering it, the way that you're offering it is there's no other person out there doing it your way, and you've now made it the most simplest, easiest way for those people who are stuck or just simply don't know where to start in order to begin, then you, just like when you have a great meal at a restaurant or you go see a movie and it was just so amazing, that you want to offer it to everyone and make sure that every interaction that you have, people know what you do and it doesn't come off as you're trying to sell. It just means that in everything that I do, I offer all that I am. And when you begin to do that, people gravitate towards you. They feel comfortable in your presence, and they want to know what's new and what's up and what you're offering at all times. So the whole idea that for me, when I left the corporate world and I was a trained interrogator, and I used to investigate financial crimes and interrogate people to get confessions. And what I realized is that, one, people love to talk, they love to be heard, they love to be understood. And when I decided to start my own business, the one thing I didn't want to do was bring the corporate world into my business. I wanted to bring the personal back into everything that I do as a personal trainer, as a personal nutritionist, really personalize the experience. And here's my secret sauce, right? My magic secret super weapon. What I love to do, whether it's a client or somebody in my life, I like to ruin you for everyone else, right? So if you come to me for personal training, I am going to ruin you. You will never be able to go to another personal trainer because I am going to offer personal training in a way that is not offered out there for what I'm offering it for. Same thing as a nutritionist or a Reiki master or a mindset coach, that when you work with me, and you'll know this if you've worked with somebody else and they just didn't cut it for you. And I even encourage my clients who's never worked with a different trainer or coach before to go and try different things so that you can truly see the value that we're offering here. And when you start to take that mindset into everything that you do, you start to stand out like a sore thumb because nobody else can compete with you. And when people try to compete with you, they will exhaust themselves. There is something amazing about being grounded in who you are at all times and knowing what it is that you offer and not budging and not discounting yourself, because then everybody competes with you and you set the standard and you don't have anyone to compete with because you're peerless. And that is powerful. So I hope you got great value out of this today. I will put my link where you can find me. I have a new blog up today that says awareness is your key to success, and it's a pretty amazing blog. But you can find me all over the place on YouTube and Instagram and different places here on Facebook. On Facebook, I have two different groups, one for fit and healthy. So if you're looking for tips and techniques to get better exercise, workouts to do, and better ways to eat real food. We just do real food. We don't do any supplements or anything like that, because everything you need, you can get from your food. That is our Inner Strength You Fit and Healthy tribe. And I also have a mindset tribe, which is called Infinity Unleashed. So I'll put all of those in the comment section for you. Feel free to join. When you answer the questions, just let us know that you met me here and you heard this conversation we're having today. And at any time, please, if you have questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. Put them in the comment section below. And I thank Anna for this wonderful opportunity to come here and talk with you today. And I wish you the greatest of success, because that's all that's there for you soon as you decide to choose it, and soon as you decide that you are the original, that there's no one else like you offering what you offer on this planet, and this planet needs you to step into that. No longer worry about charging a fee for an amazing outcome that nobody else on this planet can deliver like you can, and everything is going to change for you. Have a great day, guys. I look forward to hearing from you.